Love as a theme can be quite complex because love itself has many parts that can be hard to understand. When looking at O Pioneers by Willa Cather, love is shown in a multitude of ways that also express themselves in other texts that have been analyzed this year. Because no one loves the same way, no text shows the theme of love in the same way. As we progress through the year in the units, love is shown in a number of ways that differ from each other, but yet love remains constant because what is life without love? In the first unit of the year, Nature as Teacher, nature is discussed by multiple authors such as Emily Dickinson, Robert Frost, and William Cullen Bryant in a way that expressed love to nature. From their words, she has a voice of gladness and a smile and eloquence of beauty. Nature is talked about in such a way as if to state that all of the love that we could need comes from nature. This theme is exemplified in O Pioneers by the way that the land provides Alexandra with emotions and feelings that nothing else can provide her with. For the first time, perhaps, since that land emerged from the waters of geologic ages, a human face was set toward it with love and yearning. It seemed beautiful to her, rich and strong and glorious. The way that Alexandra feels love for the land guides her towards doing what's best for both her and her land. Once love has been found, it becomes one of the primary guiding forces in our lives. For Alexandra, love guides her to stand strong in the face of diversity and to not give up on her dreams. Alexandra reached home in the afternoon. That evening, she held a family council and told her brothers all that she had seen and heard. "Mortgage the homestead again?" Lou cried. He sprang up and began to wind the clock furiously. "I won't slave to pay off another mortgage. I'll never do it. You'd just as soon kill us all, Alexandra, to carry out some scheme." Alexandra refuses to give up on her dream of expanding her farm and refuses to listen to her brothers. Alexandra uses her love of her land to guide her actions. Love is used as a guiding force in the second unit of the year, Dangerous Spaces, as a way to explain people's actions as such in Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Birthmark, where love was used as a guiding force in changing people, although ultimately leading to death. His love for his young wife might prove the stronger of the two, but it could only be by intertwining itself with his love of science and uniting the strength of the latter to its own. Although this use of love is not as positive as O Pioneers, it is still important to understand because love can be used in a number of negative ways. Even though love is an overall positive thing, it can lead people to do negative things or be trapped in bad situations. In O Pioneers, love trapped Maria in a terrible situation where she constantly had to choose and battle between her husband Frank and her love, Emil. Maria's love for Emil might be a wonderful thing that ultimately brings her joy, but it traps her in the divide with her husband just for the possibility of being with Emil. Because we want to love so badly, people are willing to trap themselves in bad situations just for a glimmer of it. When looking at the third unit of the year, Small Towns and Big Cities, you can see that several of the authors who used the small town as a setting also trapped people using love. Thornton Wilder traps his characters in his small town with the promise of love and family. In Wilder's Our Town, even if people left, they always came back because of the trap that both he and love set for them. Despite all of the complicating factors surrounding love, it's what brings us back home. Just like in Unit 4, Migration, even if we leave, love is what calls us back. County Cullen shows this well in Heritage by explaining the love and connection that one can have for their homeland and how it truly affects the decisions that they on a daily basis make. In O Pioneers, love calls Emil back to the divide to be with Maria. When Emil comes back to the divide and is with Maria, he has reached his true home. Love may be damaging, but it is something that we need to survive because of the pure emotion and feeling that it brings us all.